Gong off, boys. Let's get your gongs out. We're here. We're gonna gong, suck it and see. Gong you two in a minute. Oh, I don't like the word gong anymore. Starting to feel.
No.
Starting to
Oh,
feel
nice
Use the word rank, because that's what it is. We're going to be ranking the tracks of Suck It and See.
We're nearly at the end, guys.
We're nearly there.
3
If
albums
you've
after
not
this
watched the other ones, then go watch them because they're all up on the tubes. That is you. And we've done a pretty good job so far. So let's hope we can continue that trend in just being the best triplet alive.
There's been no better trios ever in the history. In fact, let's try and think of some trios. I can't think of any. Crosby,
we go
Stills,
then.
and Nash.
You're missing out Young
Yeah,
there as
you are
well.
missing
I
out.
mean,
Well,
I know
there was
they were
some. Well, that's
Yeah, I
you know,
know.
I'm specifically talking about when they were a trio.
Yo.
Does that make sense?
Charlie, Mack, and Dennis.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, so we're second best.
Meat and Two Veg.
Is that a trio?
Oh, Two Veg, isn't it?
Yeah, but what about with what the veg come as a duo? If you have a single act in a duo,
Trust me, Liam. Carl's
Where are
Edge. Cover a duo.
Yeah, separate
Oh.
entities.
suck it and see.
Suck It and See, eh? Hey.
You never know. Let's get straight in with "Please Stop Hitting My Screen Bean." Love that Arctic Monkey
That's
song.
my favourite one. So that being said,
She's Thunderstorms.
is she?
To be honest with you lads, you alright, Liam?
This beer's been sat up here for about 40 minutes,
This beer has
Yeah.
been a setup here.
and yet it fizzes everywhere. Crack on.
Back on.
She's Thunderstorms. I was going to say that after the high that was Humbug last week, I'm feeling like it's going to be a lot of crowded space at the bottom.
Yeah, it's quite underwhelming, this, isn't it?
Yes.
But I love Suck It and See, so that's strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got to be in the mood for Suck It and See. It's a good sunny day album.
Yeah.
And it's probably this and the debut. Oh, and AM I put on the least. If I'm being honest.
Suck it and see's one that like every so often I'm like, oh, I fancy it a suck it and see, but I'm not always quite impressed with. You know, it doesn't always match my expectations.
Yeah, there's a lot
Um,
of songs that are very skippable for me, unfortunately.
But also, there's songs
Uh,
that parts of this that are like, oh, some of my favourite part of Arctic Monkeys. So it's a strange one. Strange. One.
She's in the Storms. Put it in 5 to 8 for now, I reckon.
Is that
that's
where
a
it's
solid-
going, is it?
Just for now.
Okay.
We need to get the
yeah.
ball
I'm
rolling.
I'm gonna be
We're
honest,
dragging
guys.
on
I
this.
didn't listen to this before this.
You did
No,
that.
never did I.
Oh,
We've
okay.
heard Arctic Monkeys before,
Yeah.
so.
I have a few times.
Have you?
Black Treacle. I'd put this 9 to 11. Easy.
Yeah, same.
I was about to say 12, but then I remember there's another song on this album, which that's a
Mm.
bad start. That we're already,
Yeah.
got 2 12s.
Oh, I really
um,
like Black Treacle.
I feel like that is the common, that is the consensus, but I'm not really that asked about Black Treacle at all.
Me neither. I've seen a lot online of people being big fans of Black Treacle, and it's fine. I like the chorus, and it's getting dark, but that's
Uncanny.
about it. The verses don't do anything. The bass is really good in the verses, but otherwise, nah.
Nada.
Not that, mate.
9 to 11, yeah.
Carl, give us your piece.
Choose your piece, Cal.
Give me your piece.
What are you working with?
Go on.
I don't know. I really like this song, and I think 5 to 8 is an absolute minimum for me.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Brick by brick. Dead last.
Dead
Yeah.
last. Bottom
last.
of the pile.
So,
Thank you.
Just
Moving
not
on.
great.
Hellcat Spangled is 2 to 4, easily.
It's potential for a 1 list.
It's up
Potential,
there.
But I know
It's
where Yanni's
certainly up.
going, and I think I'm agreeing with him. So yeah, put 2 to 4 for now.
Peep, peep, peep,
And I
peep.
say for now, it's not going to move. But what a song! This
Yeah, really great.
this is the most iconic one of this album for me.
Mhm.
This reminds me of being in school.
Yep.
The rest don't really resonate with me in that way.
This
But
reminds me of you, this song.
Ah,
Specifically you, because I feel like we were maybe walking back on the PE fields
mhm.
and we were talking about this song.
Yeah, it sounds like something
Get
we'll
over
talk about.
yourselves. It really
Sorry, I
reminds
know
me.
you guys have known each other since primary school.
Birth.
Sorry.
We
But yeah, this does make me feel young.
It reminds me of a specific summer. I couldn't tell you which one that is, but like it just felt like the soundtrack of the summer. Whichever, probably between like year. Oh, what does the math say? Between 9 and 10, maybe. Something
What?
like that. Between
Potentially,
years
bro.
9 and 10.
Oh.
The summer between. But yeah, absolute great song. Fantastic.
It is.
Fantastic. Right, I really like Don't Sit Down, Should Chair.
Objectively, though,
It's one that if I listen to this album, I tend to actually no, sorry. If I'm playing guitar, I tend to play this one. Like if I'm going through like Arctic Monkey songs, I'll tend to whack this one on. And I've never really grown sick of it, even though I feel like it's one of those that I definitely should have, but I just never have.
I think this is one that they could quite easily bin off live.
Hmm.
I don't think it does anything live anymore. Trixie, fuck off. You. But yeah, I mean the studio version. It is a good song, and I do like it. But I also could kind of do without it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, you've both made me think about this song in ways I've not thought about in a while.
I mean, like I'd put it in 5 to 8 personally, but like if you wanted to argue it for lower, then I could sort of see why. But I just personally, I think it's 5 to 8.
I
personally, yeah.
think 5 to 8. I can see there might
I
not
can imagine
stick
it
there.
moving down.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think 5 to 8 for now, but it's going down.
That's a
Right.
bit too. It's a bit too harsh to say, Carl. In my opinion,
You're
Although
gonna-
I
you're
agree
gonna
with you.
cry.
Going to go down.
just don't say it. Library
Uh,
pictures.
This
9
is
to
on the
11.
same.
I
No.
absolutely loved this when I was in school.
This is the same level as Don't Sit Down for me. Well, slightly better than Don't Sit Down actually. I really like this one.
I loved it when I was in school, but I just don't know if I care anymore.
Yeah. I only really like the slowed down part, and that's
do you?
because Humbug's the best album, and that sounds a bit like Humbug, but like the rest of it is just a bit repetitive, and you know some. It's like one of those songs that when you first hear it, like wow, this is cool, but it doesn't have much replayability.
Absolutely.
I don't think.
I completely agree with you.
I
there, my
can't
friend.
say the same thing because I listen to this one a lot, but I can see where you're coming from with that point. So,
Wow.
if you want to put it 9 to 11, something needs to go there.
There we go.
I mean, I'd put it in 5 to 8 along with Don't Sit Down, but
Same.
Right, listen, we'll put it in 5 to 8. We'll put it in 5. It
Okay.
can move.
okay.
It can move. We don't want to tie ourselves up too much, do we?
No, we don't. I don't
right.
want to be tied up.
All my own
Not
thoughts.
without a safe word. I don't
my
know.
own thoughts.
It's a weird one for me, this, because I never listen to it really, but every time I do and I finish it, I'm like, fuck, that was a really good song.
Yeah.
This is one of the better ones on the album, in my opinion.
And it's the one that's most humbuggy, in my opinion.
It's pretty humbuggy. It's definitely the one. Remember when we talked about Humbug? There was a song that both you and I agreed on. Yanni, I can't remember which one it was. That we were like, it's not one you think of, and then once it plays, like you've just said. Sorry. And I agree that this is also the song on this album. That's the point I was getting at.
Okay.
It's I would
Beautiful.
never really think of it, and the way it starts isn't very like doesn't draw me in really until it gets into it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm really trying to say here, but
I love
it's a black
guitar
it's a
tones
black
in this
sheep
as well.
of the album.
Yes. The little like
Mm.
guitar, that sound as well is really nice.
And a much more
This-
open chorus where it like becomes a
Yeah.
lot more kind of like the vibe of Suck and See, you know, the desert sort of feel. It's pretty cool.
I think this feels the most like the B-sides on the album.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Yeah.
arguably, quite a lot of those B-sides could and probably should have been on this album.
Oh, absolutely.
Blonde Sonic Shimmer Trap,
Oh,
anybody?
100%.
Got a
You can
job on
watch
now,
our Suck It to See B-sides video. We like that one.
We can't yet. It's not actually. It's on an episode. I'll link to the episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that. All My Own Stunts, I think, is a solid 2 to 4.
Yes, put it there.
Fair. Can't disagree with that.
Yeah. Reckless Serenade, boys.
Reckless Serenade.
One that I don't really care for, if I'm honest.
I think I kind of feel a bit like you did with All My Own Stunts, where I don't really listen to it, but when I do, I
Mhm.
enjoy it. But that doesn't make me really go back to it much either. I wouldn't ever seek this song out unless I was listening to Suck It and See.
It just feels a lot like a song that was written for the sake of having this many songs on the album. Like they needed to fill a quota of songs, and this was done.
Oh no,
It seems just very simple.
Yanni,
I like the lyrics.
the
Lyrics are very
that
good, but
chorus. Like this album's really good, I think, for the verse to chorus juxto. You know, I feel like they've got some great moments of rolling from a verse into a chorus, and I think this is one of them. I think this to me is easy 2 to 4 personally. I'm a big fan of this song.
damn.
Well, 5 to 8 by
By
that
math,
reckoning then.
by math.
5 to 8, yeah.
All right, then we'll go there. Eh? Pile Driver Waltz.
Now,
I might have the same thought as Carl.
Fucking
I
Mystic
just do
Meg in the
prefer
chat.
I do prefer the submarine version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that kind of makes me never listen to this song. I even sometimes skip it when I'm listening to Suck It and See.
That's
I never do that.
fucking wild.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
step too
That
far.
is
You've
wild.
overstepped the line there.
My man didn't
Callum.
even say that for Brick by Brick.
I don't know. Just sometimes I don't know.
It's definitely one of the best parts of this album. If you take away the fact that it's obviously the better version is part of the Submarine soundtrack, this is definitely one of the high points. Definite, def 2 to 4.
It's definite.
2 to 4.
I wouldn't. I think I'd put Reckless Serenade over it.
Nah,
That's
you're
incorrect.
mad.
I don't know. I don't think it's a 2 to 4. But the song
Crazy.
itself is fantastic.
I could allow it
Oh, I
being
do
2 to
kinda
4, but
need
I
to-
just don't quite agree with it.
I do. Yeah, I kind of need to get rid of the submarine version out of my head.
Yeah.
And if I'd never heard that, I would love this song.
We're talking in terms of the album, so forget outsides.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like top 4 best songs on the album.
You really don't?
No, but I also don't know what should be there.
I don't think
Fucking
it's What was that?
I think for me it would be like.
top of the cupboards. No.
I think for me it would be like 5th best song.
I would say this is in the top 4.
I'd
that's
say
why
this
I said
w-
2 to 4 already.
I'd
Sorry,
say
that
this
was a
would be
shit
5 to 8.
Let's put it into 5 to 8 now.
Personally.
Let's make it hard for ourselves in a bit.
Okay. No more comments. Love is a laser quest. Pew 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 pew.
Again, this is kind of one that I loved when I was younger, and I'm just not really that asked about it now.
It's these ones.
Yeah,
It's
same.
this, Pile Drive Waltz, Reckless Serenade, Hellcat Spangled that are the ones that really are Suck It and See for me. You know, the memory, the
I know what you mean.
nostalgia, the
Jangly guitar,
nostalgia
slow
of
it down.
Suck It and See. Yeah,
bass.
it's what makes this album different to all the rest. And yeah, it's kind of hard to separate that. So like, when I listen to it now, it's a very pleasant song. Is it that exciting in any kind
No.
of aspect? Like the lyrics are very nice, but
Yeah, I like I like when he did the live version of this for KXP, because that obviously makes the lyrics stand out more because it's just him and the guitar. But in terms of like the whole song, just very one note for me. And if it was out of those 4 that you just said there that are Suck It and See, Hellcat and Pile are top for me, and then it would be Reckless, and then this, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I can. The song itself, Pile Driver Waltz, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think this is. Fuck me. I don't think this is better than the ones that are potentially going to go down into 9 to 11. So I think by that regard, it probably should be 9 to 11.
I don't
This
know.
is more interesting to me than. Sorry, this is less interesting to me than every other song we've got in 5 to 8 right now.
I do have quite a nostalgia feeling towards this one though, because this was like the first riff I could play and sing at the same time.
Take that out of it, Cal.
Yeah, but I'm still being quite negative about it. I think it should be 9 to 11 personally, based on how it stood the test of time. In that it hasn't really.
I'm just looking there and thinking I would put 2 other songs in a 5 to 8 down over this one.
And what are they?
Would that be Library Pictures and Don't Sit Down?
No, probably She's from the Storms.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
that's not
also let me just. I know we don't really do this, but Suck It and See up next. I would probably also put in 9 to 11. I know those numbers don't add up, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'd probably keep She's from the
Oh, I
Storms
don't
up.
know.
Right, put Pile Driver Waltz in 2 to 4 because that's probably where it's going to end up. I will submit to you both.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that.
It's me that has that very strong opinion.
Is
Alright,
this
okay.
your 2 to 4, Yanni? Them 2 and Pile Drive Waltz?
Absolutely.
Easy, not even dumped it down. Nothing.
No question. No. Easy. Pile Driver is better than everything else in 5 to 8 for me right now.
Can I just put this here for a second? Can we just talk about Suck It
Because
and
we
See?
can't stop you.
Can
Yeah.
we just talk about the other 2, and then I feel like it's gonna we can circle
Absolutely.
back. Like I say, Suck It and See for me, 9 to 11. I don't care that much, right? I don't not like it. I just don't care for it.
I think again, it's a very good chorus, and it's just
Yeah.
a great pop song. It is.
There's more to this than some of the other ones that we've got in 5 to 8.
I do love the bridge in this as well.
Mm.
I think for me, this is a comfortable 5 to 8.
Yeah.
There's so many
So-
5 to 8s.
Well, that's because
Well,
you
it's
have gone
quite
into it.
Quite a mid album, then, isn't it?
Big mid-brew.
Right, let's be real. That's where you're wrong. Number 1.
Yeah, please. Everything in my body needs that to happen.
That's true.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Thank you very much.
The
Because
only one that I would argue is the Hellcat Spangled, and I do prefer That's Where You're Wrong, I think.
on any other day, apart from every day when the Jeweler's Hand is number 1, this is my number 1.
Wow.
It's Jeweler's Hand and this, and I think they're like quite the opposites of each other. They're very day and night.
Mm. 2 closers.
Exactly.
I don't really know if I would personally put this
Well,
number
makes
1,
any difference.
but I can't really. I'm also not mad at it. So,
Mm.
but then again, I don't know what I would put at number 1. This is a tough.
I
album.
genuinely think Hellcat would be the only one to knock it off his perch, in my opinion.
I'm a big fan of All My Own Stunts.
Yeah, so am I,
No.
but I don't think it's the best.
I think Hellcat All My Own Stunts are number 1 for me personally. So I'll be fine
Well,
with
then
that.
by
being
that
2 to 4.
reckoning, should Hellcat be number 1?
Drama.
Because
I prefer
you-
not to speak.
Hmm.
if I was going to put one on now, out of them 2, I'd probably put Hellcat on.
Well,
I
just
do.
to say a very pointless statement, I'd put That's Where You're Wrong on.
I would put Hellcat on. Mate,
No.
I was happy to. I'm sorry, Annie. I was happy to accept That's Where You're Wrong as
You don't
number
need to
1.
apologise to me.
I feel sorry for you. I'm not
Why?
apologising to you.
Why? Why?
Because I know how much you love the song.
All right.
And I do think it's great.
just democracy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Hellcat.
Yeah,
I
go on.
think
swap
Hellcat
them
should be
around.
top of this list.
Swapper.
I'll put it in second for
fucking
you.
swap
There,
it.
I'll put it in second for you.
Well, that's definitely not second, is it? We
no,
go-
you're right. Sorry, I just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so out of is there one after Love's a Laser Quest in 5 to 8?
Yes.
Or is that
Yeah,
bad?
Suck
Okay.
It and See.
Suck it.
Oh.
Put Pile Driver in 2 to 4 for the love of God.
As a song, yeah. This version, probably not, but as a song, I'll put my bias aside. I'd be happy with that in 2 to 4.
I'm getting no support for Reckless Serenade, am I?
No.
No.
Okay, apologize.
I do like the song a lot, but it's yeah. And then 2 have got to go down now.
Probably She's Thunderstorms. And
No.
Library Pictures.
Nope.
All Suck It and
No.
See. We clearly
To be
all like
honest-
different things in this album. Which is
Yeah,
interesting.
I like the heavier, more rocking.
Yeah,
side of it.
that's not what I want from this album. Yeah, I think that's where
I
the that's where the
agree.
difference is.
I think the 2 I'd probably put down would be Don't Sit Down and Library Pictures, which I know Yanni is going to gasp at now.
I'd definitely be fine with Library Pictures. Going down.
At the same time, though, depending on the day, I love those 2. How is this album getting more difficult?
Is it going to be easier to
difficulty ranking than
try and
Humbug?
move them up?
Well,
Which
you've
3
done that
go
now,
up?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
Um,
trying to think of enough ways
I
to
can't
visualize
see
it.
everything now. What's on the end of
The last
him?
one's Black Treacle. That's staying down.
Oh yeah, that's staying there.
I think
Suck
She's
It and See.
Thunderstorms definitely does. Suck It and See.
You think Suck and See is what? Goes up?
Oh,
Move it. Yep.
as
And-
does She's Thunderstorms.
Yeah, as does She's Thunderstorms.
Oh, fuck, man. It's just, I wish I hadn't done this.
And Reckless Serenade.
Yeah. If me and Carl agree on the 2 that we just said there, then I think they need to just go up.
That's what you're
And then
saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only one more. Don't Sit
Um,
Down probably.
Hang on,
deserves
what's
to
going
go
on the
I'd
maps
say.
here?
Well, 5, 6, 7, 8, mate.
5, 6. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. I didn't realise that.
I'd probably say Don't Sit Down deserves to go up. Because it is a great song.
I prefer
um,
Love's a Lady's Quest to Don't Sit Down. But then again, I wouldn't have Suck and See and She's Thunderstorm, so I don't really know where I am in this conversation.
I'd
Son
probably
of a
have-
bitch, that's what you are.
I was just to be really annoying. I'd probably have Library. So
Should we leave it at that? Change the tiers.
No, we have to deal with it.
Let's just put Black Treacle in there for a giggle.
no, absolutely not.
I think he's both sleeping on Black Treacle.
No, it's been given more than enough opportunity to make itself better.
Do you know what, actually? Maybe it is Black Treacle. Maybe
Black Treacle's
maybe
great.
now I'm thinking
I
about
would
it, Black
never.
Treacle's.
I would never have that in 9 to 11. Never.
I'm thinking that for me, I maybe do prefer Black Treacle to Library Pictures and Don't Sit Down. I think Love's Laser Quest is number 1 on that bottom list for
I've
me.
just heard the Sundance Kid behind the synthesizer line.
Yes,
So yeah, put it up.
that's
that, please.
exactly the point
Yeah, 5 to 8.
where I heard and thought this is an alright song
5 to 8.
actually. Okay, that was easy.
Yeah, there you go. Sorted.
I don't love that 5 to 8, but yeah, it's fair enough, I suppose.
It is what it is.
I think that's quite a good order as well. I probably put Don't Sit Down higher, but we move.
I wouldn't. Even though I initially said
Let's
to,
not do individual orders here. That's
but I
that's
wouldn't.
Nah.
fine. I think it's going to be too hard to try and order this properly.
How is
Well-
that more difficult than Humbug? Honest to God.
Oh, because we're kind of not.
All songs.
We all like different things about this, rather than we all like all the songs. Do you know what I mean? So there's
Mm.
more for us to argue about rather than which one's better.
One thing I know for sure, it's not made me want to listen to Suck It and See.
Yeah, I feel like I've just skipping
Not
through
right
the
now, yeah.
songs while we've been doing this. I'm alright with Suck and See. That's fulfilled
Yeah,
the
it's
quota for
not-
now.
Not a Suck It and See time.
At one point, I think I would have said it was
Your favourite.
probably not, but maybe second favourite. But it's fully, yeah, it doesn't seem to have stood the test of time, does it?